Hello and welcome to Pandora. In today's video, we'll see the format of an agent plugin, which will be executed by the software agent, how you may create one, and what the output you get after executing it should be like. Before starting the video, remember that you will need to know whether the plugin you want to develop will be used through a software agent or through a remote agent, because its features and response are different. In this video, we'll start learning about agent plugins, which, as their name indicates, are intended to be run by the software agent. And later on in future videos, we'll talk about server or remote plugins. To proceed with the video, go to the library and download a simple plugin, which in this case will be the plugin Apache Performance plugin. Go to the module library section in your console and look for it in the search bar. Click on More Details, go down, and click on the name of the plugin file to download it. Once you download it, unzip it, and next see the contents of the file using the text editor of your choosing. As you may see by its execution, it is written in Bash. The plugin is responsible for retrieving performance information from your Apache web server. The first thing you see is the part of the script responsible for collecting the data you wish to obtain. In this plugin, for example, at the very beginning, the function called help is defined, which will be used in case you run the plugin without parameters or with more than one. This is not strictly mandatory, but they are good practices to have, and it is highly recommended for the plugin to have a little help when running. As you may see in the plugin help, this particular plugin requires as its only argument the URL to the server status of the Apache server. By default, Apache does not have an endpoint enabled to obtain the server status. It must be configured by the server administrator, and although it is not the scope of this video, to be able to see the plugin in operation will enable it quickly. It is very simple, just add the following lines in the Apache configuration file and restart the service. Location/server-status, set handler server-status, and /location. In the case of Rocky Linux or Red Hat, the file is in /etc/httpd/conf/httpd.conf. Add the lines at the end of the file just before include optional conf.d/*conf, restart with the command systemctl restart httpd, and see that if you do a curl 127001/server-status, you'll get the server status. Afterwards, the raw information obtained by the request of the server-status URL is stored into general variables, ASTAT and FSTAT. These variables will be used later to be parsed and retrieve the metrics you need. By using grep and AWK for text manipulation, each of the metrics to be monitored are retrieved and stored in independent variables, such as AF_CPU load, AP_TOTACC, or AP_uptime. Once you have all the data that you want to retrieve to be shown or used after the plugin's execution, incorporate them in XML format, as we see below. Indicate labels such as module, name, type, and data. The module tag does not require extra information, but the name tag, for example, requires indicating the name that you will give to the module. Type needs the type of data that the module will collect, and data will be that value. We see that the first module indicated will receive the name Apache restart time, will collect an async_string data or a synchronous string, and whose value will be the one collected in the value $AF_reboot. Another example module can be this, the first of the performance info module section. Its name will be Apache total accesses, the data type will be generic_data, which means that it is numeric, and the data field will collect the value of the variable $AP_TOTACC. Although the plugin is very simple, it uses more XML tags than the minimum required for module creation by software agent. As you may see, we're not going to focus in this video on describing all the tags. There are many more options, such as the ones we see in this list, but for now we're going to focus on the basic and mandatory tags, and later on, as we make more advanced videos, we'll see more tags and their operation. We will now look at execution examples, first without parameters to see how the help function appears, and then with the parameter indicating which server you wish to obtain the information from. Let's see that without parameters, it shows the result of the call to the help function, and that by indicating the address as the first parameter, it retrieves the information collected in XML format. We're going to run it against the server we set up earlier with the server status. As you can see, what gives us as a result is an XML structure that lists models, which require a list name, a type, and a value to be processed by Pandora. Let's add our plugin to a test agent to see the result in the tool itself. If you don't know how to set up an agent plugin, we have a video on our channel explaining the procedure in detail. Once the plugin is configured and the agent has run it, you'll see how it created the models that we saw previously in the XML structure. So as you can see, making an agent plugin may seem a bit complicated, but if we go over the steps, we see that it only requires basically 3. First, obtaining the data you want to monitor, either from a CLI, a log, an HTTP request, or any source your script connects to in order to retrieve information. Secondly, parsing that data to get the specific metrics you need and get rid of any unnecessary information. Remember that each module corresponds to a metric. Thirdly, creating the XML structure of models with these metrics is stopped to print by screen, standard output. Here, what may look simple opens up a wide range of possibilities, since Pandora gives us the flexibility that our plugin can be written in any language and in any way. The important thing here is that the final result of the execution returns a valid XML module structure per screen, standard output to work with. And that was it for today's video. Don't forget it, if you liked the video, smile, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. Any suggestions, questions, or ideas, leave them in the comments below. Remember that if you're interested in trying Pandora Enterprise, you may contact us to get a free 30-day trial. Thank you very much for your time, and we hope to see you in social media and in future learning videos.